Hey everybody, this is Maxine Taylor with another edition of Move into the Magic, and I have a very special guest today. Her name is Izzy Botelho, and I met Izzy because I'm a dear friend of her mom, and some of you know her mom. If you've been to Matrix Energetic seminars, you've met her mom, Dr. Arlene Dianco. She is a cranial osteopath and an integrative physician. She works naturally with energies, and her precious child came into this world with the same ability that her mom has. And I've invited Izzy to be here today because Izzy teaches a class on energy, spiritual healing, herbs. She brings the guardian angels into it. Izzy is 10 years old. She's going into the 6th grade. I cannot wait for you to meet this precious, adorable angel. So first of all, Izzy, tell us what started you teaching these amazing classes.
Well, we had this idea about we were to expand the office some more, and everyone was making a lot of classes for the adults, but there was none for the kids. So we thought we'd make a class for the kids, but taught by another kid, so because they might get it better if
Definitely.
it was from kid to kid.
I agree.
Yeah, so they would get the same things as the adults were learning, but like at a younger age.
Yes, a considerably younger age. How old, by the way, are the kids in your class?
Well, we set the age to 12 and under, but right now the oldest person in the class is my age.
Which is 10.
Yes.
Okay, and they will age along with you. I'm being facetious when I say age because you're so young. You have a long way to go. You set it up so that you could teach what you take naturally, what you do naturally. Before we started recording, you told me about this wonderful, you told me two things that I'd love you to share with everybody. Number one, the alien balls. Tell us about that.
So in the first part of the class section of class, which was focused on energy, we had this like little ball called an alien ball and had two little things, and if you touched both of them, then they would like light up and make noise. And so we all stood in a circle, and everyone would hold hands, and then the last person and first person would touch the alien ball. And when everyone was holding hands and it was connected, the alien ball would light up and glow and would make its noise. And I would ask one person to let go, and then it would stop. But then when they held hands again, it would do what it did and keep doing it. So it showed how energy traveled through different people, and no matter how many there were.
That's exciting. Did they enjoy it?
Yes.
I would say the class was a lot of fun, and I'll bet a lot of adults want to take your class because you explain it so simply. And what I want you to also share, if you would, the guardian angel story.
Well, I had everyone stand like kind of spread out, but kind of in a circle around the class. And one by one, I would go up to them and ask them if they knew where their guardian angel was. And they would guess, and then I would tell them where it was. And sometimes, most of the time, most of them got it right, even though they thought they were just guessing pretty much. And one of them went home and told their parents where it was, so that shows that they actually learned something.
I bet they learned a whole lot. I think because it comes innately to you, and you've developed this because of your mother's talent as well. You might kind of accept it as perfectly natural, but for a lot of other people, it's new and it's different. In fact, for a lot of people watching, this might be new and different. You mentioned that you also do things with herbs. What do you do with the herbs?
Well, for the herbs, I'm planning on in the future we can have like an herb of the day or something like that, and I would get a picture of the plant, maybe get all the different kind of healing things like liquid type and just like a remedy like that you could just eat, and show them like what it's like and kind of explain what it helps with. And that class, it was arnica, and I had the picture of the plant and the leaves and all the different types we had.
Yeah.
And also for the herbs, I took a lot of simple ones from a game, and I chose some common ones that people might know, just start off simpler, and I showed like all the different ways that they could help you. So like natural remedies that you could just find maybe even at your house or something.
Like, for example, if I called you up and said, I have, this issue, you would tell me to look in the pantry, for example, with spices, perhaps? Is that what you're talking about? Or go out in my garden?
Yeah, usually there's like some things that could help in the garden.
Excellent, excellent. Well, now I know that you've set this up and you have really started teaching and plan on continuing. Where do you see this class going?
Well, I see it that a lot of other people learn about it and will make them more happy, that even more happy than they already are. And then if one person teaches one another, and then that person teaches another person, and it keeps going, then they'll all get what it feels like to know about those things.
And I can see the whole world benefiting by this, because you're dealing then with kids your age who are totally open to this. Would you say that all of the kids in class were open to what you had to share?
Yeah.
And they were the children of your mom's patients.
And most of them were also patients.
How fabulous. So I see this growing and growing and growing. And I know you're going to pick it up in the fall, because when we're recording this now, it's summertime. But come the fall, people need more help in the fall and the winter, because they're not outdoors with the sunshine and the fresh air the way we are in the summertime. So what would you like to say to people out there watching before we say goodnight to them?
I'd like to say that they could possibly be inspired by what I've said, and maybe like learn a little bit themselves, or maybe even teach some other people about it, and like maybe create their own class. Or it doesn't even have to be about what I teach. It could be about like anything.
That's true. And for those of you who might like to get in touch with Izzy, you can go to her mother's website, which is allworldspediatrics.com. allworldspediatrics.com. If you have questions for Izzy, you can ask them right there. You can get in touch with her through that site. Now you know why I'm so excited that Izzy is my guest today. And keep in mind, if she can do it, you can do it. Remember, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Join me next time when once again we move into the magic.